This woman up here, this woman has taste.
That is a good meme. That's a good
I
meme.
have tastes. What are you talking about?
Excuse
I
me?
can.
My tastes are just spicier, you know?
A TARDIS bathrobe is not a meme, it's a lifestyle. And everybody needs to respect it. Anyways, hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast. ANY and Keyframe wonder about random dribble. And today with us, Luximus. Welcome to the show. I love our guests. They become nicer and nicer every week.
I'm glad we got an edgy teenager for the podcast.
We do, yeah. No, my OC's red and black, so I need to be edgy.
I thought you're red, black, and blue.
Well, the red and black counts. The blue is kind of the controlled part of it.
But yeah, Luximus, for the people out there who do not know you, who are you, what do you do, and why should people care?
Okay, well, hi, I'm Luximus. Nobody knows who I am, but for those of you who do, I am so sorry. I am an artist. I make animations and cartoons and whatever shit. And Alistair and Melody, this is my thing that I did a thing with a bunch of other people in the fandom. We made a thing. And
you're really good at pitching, man.
I am good at pitching, yeah.
But it says your name. It says Luximus Presents.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I love this. This is still in the works, by the way. This is only just the chapter 1 of it, but everyone seemed to love it because I showed it at BronyCon and it was great.
Let's see.
But
well, 10% thumbs up, barely any thumbs down, 5,000 views. This is a good looking one.
Pretty good.
This is a good meme.
It's a good meme. Are we going to be sitting here watching chapter 1?
No. We don't have to. I just wanted to give you...
We don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you a prop to pitch yourself.
The impromptu to show people who I am and what I do and everything.
Exactly.
He's trying to give the impression that we have some sense of professionalism here.
Right,
but Lux, how's your life been at recent? Any funny anecdotes? Anything you want to dispel with the class?
I'm in school.
There never happened anything.
Any fun college stories? Did you guys raid someone's drawers? I don't know what happens in college.
What? Okay, let me think.
You did send her the video key, did you?
What video?
Oh,
no, I didn't send her the video, but I gave her the rundown of the show.
You did. You told me
I say you talk about your week. No. You're not gonna back me in a corner. I tell every guest what to do, whether they listen or not. It's their own goddamn
You
choice.
Told me. No. You even got the time wrong. You told me that it was gonna be 10:30 Pacific time.
Did I write 10?
No.
I meant to write
You wrote 2. You wrote 2:30 Pacific time.
I meant to write 2:30 Eastern Standard Time as the pre-show.
That's what we got the scooter for. But yeah, we also had this draft version of a video that is not finished yet. That I was like, hey, let's test it on a friend. Friends can be our guinea pigs.
Whatever, but yeah, what has gone on in your week?
Okay, are you okay?
Proceed.
Yeah.
Well, one of pretty much the interesting thing that happened was a thing during British Ninja's D&D campaign that happened, where my character got eaten by a giant pumpkin.
Sounds like something that would happen on British.
Yeah.
Show. Didn't he also kill Kichi a while ago?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Or he has multiple campaigns going on.
He has multiple campaigns.
Yeah, slaughtering
does he?
Slaughtering his friends on one end is not enough, so British has multiple outlets, I take it.
Probably multiple outlets of murder.
I mean, that's what you become a DM for, isn't it?
I guess I've never DM'd before. I don't know. Do you need to be homicidal to be a DM?
But yeah, anything else or?
No, just boring work stuff and school stuff. Yeah. Other than that, Solar and I had a movie night where we watched Pirates last night, which was fun.
Wait, but like the clay the stop motion one, or?
No, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
there's also the what's the name of the studio?
Disney?
Oh.
Touchstone?
No, the one with the stop motion.
Leica?
No, with Hugh Grant in every movie as a voice.
Oh, Aardman.
Yes, those also have a pirate movie, and I believe it's also called Pirates, and it's also fun. So.
Well, there's pirate movies in like anywhere else, in like any other franchise. I know Ice Age has a pirate movie. Freaking. That's about it. That's all I can think of.
This was a great
Absolutely.
tangent.
Absolutely.
It's almost as if this is awkward.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
we can't go
very-
to the post show yet. Stop it.
No, too early. Far too
What do you
early.
mean? This is called the Awkward Cast.
Yeah. If we actually followed the awkward aesthetic the entire show, we would not have made it to as many episodes as we have now. But ANY, how was your week?
How was my week? I actually had things happening to me for once, or happening in general. One of the happenings will be part of my media, but I had kind of two media, so I will bring the other one early. Anyways, yesterday, I see the eye rolling intensifies. No, yesterday was a fun thing. So for the last 2 weeks or something, a cousin of mine, or the daughter of the cousin of my cousin once removed of my mom.
Just say your relative.
So it's a cousin twice removed, or
Something like
that.
this. Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, that you guys share blood.
Yeah.
Ew, that sounds gross. But yeah, probably. Anyways, yeah, I guess I have to start earlier. So there is this woman who happens to be my godmother. And
I know, sorry, I'm laughing because Frostbite put in the chat, what happened to Keyframe? I see you, someone I don't know, and Joy from Inside Out. And
Like I told you, I'm somebody nobody knows, and if you do know me, I'm just sorry about it.
I'm more laughing at the fact that I looked in the camera and I'm like, yeah, if my fringe is incorrect, I do look like all my hair is blue and the green looks like Joy from Inside Out.
Anyway, continue.
Oh,
and
yes,
why?
you do.
Yeah, continue,
Oh,
please. Let's ignore
yes.
this development, please.
Who am I then? Disgust by was
No,
green,
no.
so-
You can be osmosis.
No,
Oh.
see, no, purple is fear, and osmosis is Chris Rock.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess.
No, this is pink. Okay? This ain't purple. That's Alistair. We don't want to get those mixed up.
I'm looking at ANY. Not everything about you, Miss Guest that we invited on the show. Anyway, so your cousin.
Yes. So no, there was a thing that my godmother has like 3 children, all quite a bunch younger than me. I don't know. Oh boy,
They're younger.
Yeah, they're quite a bit younger, and it happened that during my while I was still in school, if I'm not completely mistaken, it's long ago. Okay. I started to basically, it just came up as an idea. She was once at a family fest, like, hi, how about visiting? And it came up that, yeah, why not? So she's living in a different corner of Germany. And I once drove down there, and it turned into a nice thing. I mean, I had those small kiddies to play with. I got a little bit into when the baby's sitting, and generally just spend a day or a week of vacation down there with... Yeah,
that sounds so wholesome.
I know, right? This was back in the day when I was not then a heartless cynic, and this.
Nah, you just had it at a lesser level. Let's face it, you were always that inside.
Probably. But yeah, it turned into such a nice thing that we were like, hey, this was fun, let's do it again. And for many years, I repeated this. Like every year, I was visiting down there for a week from the beginning, where the smallest one could barely was just running around and barely talking, so probably 3 or 4 years old, to the point where my last visit there was when only the youngest one was still living at home, and the older ones have already been moving out for college. So yeah, probably for a decade or something, I kept visiting there, and then it became from, first of all, the kids were not there anymore. Also, I mean, it became already a bit different when they got into puberty, so playing with the kids was not that easy anymore. It was more like, hanging out and doing stuff. And Lux was probably somewhere music running. But yeah, so my last visit was already kind of like really more chilling in the sun, reading, writing, whatever. And then back in the day, probably apprenticeship or something else started to make it more complicated to just plan an entire week down there. And so it kind of fizzled out. And a few weeks ago, one of the kids, the middle one, Sandra, messaged me on Facebook and was like, "Hey, I'm now also living in Berlin. We should meet." And I was like, "Yes, we should meet." And then it was an horrible back and forwards because we are both people who are like, "Yeah, I'm cool. You decide."
Oh no! Not this.
Yes.
Not this. I've had to deal with this firsthand. And there's two of you.
Well, apparently we share blood.
Nothing will ever happen. It's an immovable force against an unstoppable.
No, but so yeah, we basically were like, yeah, we should meet. We totally should meet. What do you want? Yeah, I'm cool with everything. What do you want? So eventually I was like, we pinned it down to yesterday. We finally pinned it down, and I was like, okay, meeting, coffee, 4 p.m., bam. And I might or might not have planned that, depending on how long it goes, I can go to the cinema afterwards. Which I did. Spoilers! But yeah, it was, so we just met in a cafe, and it was like, yeah, catching up on all the stuff, and really weird when you have seen somebody who you have been very familiar with, but for years, not at all. I mean, I had no fucking clue what she had studied in the meantime, and was like, some hospital management stuff, and
great, another medical person.
But more management, so not actually medicine. Yeah. But yeah, married half a year ago, where I was also like, oof, the little kiddo is married and I'm still, doing my thing over here.
Marriage is dumb. Who cares?
No, but in general, like the concreteness. But yeah, at the end of the day, we actually had to leave because at some point they put a little reserved sign on our table for like in 2 hours. Yeah, those 2 hours actually passed, and we were still talking and had a good time catching up, seeing what's going on. We even agreed on maybe going out to a club or having board game nights, probably also with her husband, so that we, that's getting a little bit social, you know? Because we both agreed it is not easy in Berlin to actually meet new people, because it's one of the bigger cities, and therefore a lot of anonymity is going on. But yeah, after that, I went to the cinemas, and I watched this beautiful cinema masterpiece by the name of Overlord. From J.J. Abrams.
Are we going into our media?
No,
already?
it's not. No. My media is something else. I just want to give a short thing about it. Overlord. So it's classified as action horror, and it's Second World War with Nazis doing zombie experiments.
Oh, that must be fun to watch in Berlin.
This is all what you need to know.
Oh.
I mean, at times, maybe a little. I mean, it has horror in it, so if you're not into horror, you should probably not watch it. I mean, why this is stylized, it gives you a certain idea. They go a little bit into gory, but it was. We have a different rating system, but it was rating 16, not 18. We also have the kind of gap with like every real hard stuff is 18. So 16, it is a little bit gory, and there are times where you really, really like cringe. I heard the guys next to me. I'm not sure if I heard a little bit of at some moments. But yeah, it was a solid, tense action flick with zombies, with a little bit of growth in between. Luximus is completely taking over the chat. I see we are totally engaging our guest. But yeah, I recall actually sitting quite of like in a not relaxed pose, like holding my arms linked, like. So it's, I would say it builds good tension. It's fun if you are into this kind of stuff to begin with. And yeah, this was my day yesterday. Keyframe, what's going on in your life?
Life is never-ending suffering. Work.
Okay, welcome to the media.
What?
Welcome to the media.
No, like, what can I fucking say at this point? My life is just an endless stream of working on stuff for others and never working on anything for myself, and doing a bunch of stuff with no appreciation given back. So that's my life.
Yeah, I feel that.
But no, you know, I've been doing stuff, mixing song cover things. There is actually one cool thing I want to show. I'm doing a cover of I'm the Bad Guy from Wander Over Yonder, which kind of goes into my media.
Oh boy, perfectly planned segue.
I know, right? But I need to find it because of course, me being the artist, I got the artwork done for the cover before I actually finished mixing the cover. But it was actually a lot of fun to do because I think it's actually the first time that I did some proper artwork with my little avatar character for my channel. That's not just a crappy little thumbnail thing that I drew. It's in the chat.
I know, I'm trying to open it. Ah, you sent the picture directly, that's why. It still needs to download, and we all know that Skype is shit. So, flop.
Yeah. But yeah, so I drew myself as Dominator, and I just realized I like drawing Dominator's outfit a lot. And I'm like, now I gotta draw Dominator. Which, I'm just saying, is she hot? I'm not sure. I've looked at many of references, and I'm like, on one hand, she got hips. She got bod. On the other hand, she got no nose. And
a sickly green skin.
And
old lady hair. Sickly green skin, old lady hair. And I'm pretty sure that, like, those makeup things are actually part of her skin.
Probably.
Eyeliner?
Yeah, so is she hot? I don't know. I've never, like, who's the xenophile here? Who's the one that can tell me if she's hot or not?
Me, that's me.
Is she?
But she has a certain hotness, yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's not, as you pointed out, she has no nose, she has,
To be fair, I shouldn't judge no-noseness on attractiveness, because I think my character looks pretty good here, and she doesn't have no nose.
Yeah. But here's the thing with Dominator, she is, not the typical sexy hot, but she has a bad girl hot. So she has a bit of
it's like she's like, yeah, like she's strangely charming, and I really like her, but I couldn't put my finger on, like, is she or is she not, or do I just have really bad taste, and that's why I like it. But yeah, so stay tuned for that that cover, because that's going to be fun. And I got Michael, who was another guest on this cast, to be Dominator when she's inside the suit, when she has like the actual guy voice. So that's fun, because I listened to his audio and it sounds like if Roadhog from Overwatch was singing that part, and it's great. Well, no, it's funny. It's funny.
Is he Australian or?
No, it's not Australian. It's just a deep, gruff voice. So, which is, you know, during the part where it's like, isn't it fantastic? Like, it works. It works. And then, besides that, did I say this on the last podcast about how I have a serial killer face at the gym?
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this, yes.
Okay, well, this continued.
Oh. Did you finally murder somebody at the gym?
No.
Okay, that would have been the continuation I was looking forward to.
However, I have a great story of making a bunch of people at the gym very uncomfortable by weightlifting, and also listening to Ninja Sex Party. So, I do a lot of weightlifting, and I was doing deadlifts and stuff like that. And, you know, here's this little me at the corner lifting these barbells and stuff, and then there's jack bro dudes behind me, and they are just kind of like staring into the mirror the same time as me as I'm going like this. And I was like, okay, maybe they're looking at me to check me out or something. I mean, they're dude bros, wouldn't put it past them. No, they were actually just kind of I could see them slowly sidestepping farther and farther away from me. I'm not doing that, man.
Hulk smash.
Excuse me.
I don't know. You look at the gym, so I'm just speculating.
One, I wish I had the muscle tone to cosplay as She-Hulk. And two, I don't do a fucking battle cry every time I lift some weights. Christ.
I mean, ain't busting a nut every time, don't worry.
I mean, there are people, I had, once when I was in the gym working out, I heard something going like, every time, and I'm like, dude.
Are you getting a blowjob?
Well, that's part of the weightlifting thing where they have to exhale and or exert their energy in order to actually complete the lift that they're doing.
I exhale, but I don't go.
But no, this guy literally sounded, every single push was an orgasm with him, like, dude, I'm trying to work out over here. Sorry. Could you?
He walks, his entire front of his shorts are wet. Just.
Oh, please continue with your story. How you're scared the dude away.
I just saw them sidestepping away while I'm lifting weights, and I'm like, are you that insecure in your masculinity that this person's doing, that this small girl's doing reps and stuff? We go to the gym to get strong. You don't go to the gym if you're already strong. Like, mental hula hoops, I don't know why. But the other thing was, I listen to music while I work out. Who doesn't? But I was listening to Ninja Six Party. Specifically their song Date Night, which is about taking a girl on a date and committing a bunch of felonies like burglary, stealing a car, and killing 5 people. While shooting coke in your eyes. So I'm listening to that on repeat, and I'm bopping to it while I'm working out because it's such a fun song. It's like, let's kill 5 guys tonight. And then I had the video playing on YouTube while I'm doing the weight which one was I doing? I was doing like the ones where you like move the dumbbells to your shoulders, and I was doing it to the rhythm of the music. And this older dude, like, he must have been in his 50s or something. He just kind of leans over and looks down at my video, specifically at the part where I think Ninja Brian is punching Aaron to death or stabbing Matt to death, like because they kill all the Game Grumps people. That's who they kill. And then I made eye contact with him because why the fuck are you looking at my phone? I'm just saying that no matter what's I could be playing a snuff film on my phone. That's just rude. I have my headphones in. I'm not bothering anyone. Why are you looking at my phone? Just saying. And I made eye contact with him, and he's just kind of like, okay. I don't know. That made me laugh so much of just, I'm becoming the most hated person at this gym. Over no fault of my own.
I find it ironically fitting that I forgot to take the Dominator picture off screen because it's kind of fitting to the story after all.
I wish I had as toned of a stomach as that Dominator picture. But this goes into my media.
Oh boy, the media you never shared with me, so.
Well, I mean, you can guess. I rewatched Wander Over Yonder this weekend.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
But yeah, fine. See, Wander Over Yonder is a show, and it's the show about the show things. And while we wait for a screenshot to be shown of the show, because ANY Fast Fingers Cybert is known for getting the things for the show to show very fast. I can't stall for much longer.
You can also just start talking.
I want a little image.
We want to be professional.
Yeah.
Well, then she could have shared it with me up front, so I can find a nice horizontal image. I mean, I can just go with this one, but it's so vertical, and the title is not even complete.
It works. Whatever. Anyway, so if you haven't seen Wander Over Yonder, it was the most. I mean, not including this new Netflix thing Craig McCracken's doing. It's the most recent show he's done on TV. And it ran for 2 seasons. It should have gone for a 3rd, but Disney is an ass who was just like, no, we've had enough of Wander. It's like, you cancel a show where they have plans for a 3rd season, and yet you kept trying to make Alex Hirsch do another season of Gravity Falls.
While he didn't even wanted to do a second one.
Yeah, well, he didn't even... Yeah, exactly. But no, I love this show. And I think rewatching it after so long that I haven't watched it, and I've been watching a lot of dour and depressing shows, made me realize how much I needed this show in my life. Like, we get accustomed in this current system, because I look at the shows people are watching, and there's nothing wrong with liking stuff that has depressing elements in it. I write a show about that. But you know, we sing praises of shows like BoJack Horseman or Game of Thrones, and you know, shows that are kind of dour and depressing and kind of make you feel like shit, or The Walking Dead and stuff like that. Or even like shows that are more aimed towards a general audience, like Steven Universe or The Dragon Prince or stuff like that. The things that people praise are when the shows go darker. You can't deny that we tend to put more focus on darker elements and saying that is the praises over lighter fare. Like, that's why so many people are hesitant to go watch Hilda, because they think it's going to be too dumb and overtly positive and wholesome.
Well, it is pretty wholesome.
Yeah, but why do we have such a stringency for wholesomeness? Why do we have such a negative bias towards it? That's what intrigues me, because I don't think there's anything wrong with wholesomeness and stuff. To me, it's like if we just sit and loom and revel, not even revel, just kind of soak in nothing but dour and depressing stuff, our media consumption does have a reflection upon our own personality. Even if we're not the malleable little children that we were, where our brains were literally Play-Doh to whatever the executives had in our hands, we gain some things about our moral compass through what we watch and what connects to us. And if we forcibly watch so much depressing shit, so much cynical shit, it's only natural that kind of mitosis of tone and emotion will translate into us. The Q Wander Over Yonder, a show. I'm just saying.
No. It's like and back to Wander Over Yonder.
But this is the thing. I really think that that's what makes Wander so genius, is that it kind of, especially now, I wish Wander aired now, like when Hilda aired or something, in the case of being this bright light of optimism and saying it's okay to be optimistic in such a dour and cynical time that we are in. Media and music and everything is so dank and depressing. And then you see this little Wander guy being like, when you wander over yonder. And his whole purpose, his whole point of problem solving, even when it comes to a little cube that is the embodiment of darkness, is to have a positive outlook, be happy, be people's friends, and having this unfallible strength in joy and happiness, and not letting the world bring you down. And that is such an encouraging character trait. And the thing is that so many characters like Wander that I've noticed, and because I grew up with characters like him, they are viewed very negatively because we view them as obnoxious because we tend to identify with characters like, okay, you see SpongeBob and Squidward, and most people are like, oh yeah, I identify as Squidward now, as radically depressing. And is it because of that?
In the face of SpongeBob, I cannot blame him. Because
the thing is though, is that in the earlier seasons of SpongeBob, you could actually more so identify with SpongeBob and be like, yeah, Squidward's just being a depressed little shit. In the newer season, I totally understand. But the thing is, Wander's only is portrayed as obnoxious to people like Hater and stuff, but his kindness is seen as an admirable trait. His optimism is seen as an admirable trait, which I think is so underutilized nowadays, because so many people that are as kind as Wander in shows, people view the characters and thus the audience tend to be like, oh, he's not nuanced and he's not negative, thus he is not well written and rounded. But the thing is, Wander is a perfectly rounded character, because you could see that he's not an idiot. He actually uses his kindness to an advantage. He even at times uses his knowledge that he is obnoxious to some people to his advantage. In My Fair Lady, he pissed off Hater so much so they can get out of a trap Dominator put them in. So I don't know. And also the music in the show is great. I listened just to a playlist of Wander Over Yonder music last night. Not just I'm the Bad Guy, of just a lot of like the Wander Over Yonder theme, and it's just such a chill show. It's such a good looking show. It's such a happy show. And I really I know that it's like, hey, go watch it and bring up hype for it, but I do legitimately believe it's a show that can come back. They didn't leave it on a note that you couldn't come back on. And I just feel like for the sake of other people's emotional dispositions, you need shows like Wander. Because it's not just bright, flashy colors that people think happy shows are these days. It's just a well-written show which main disposition is happy. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I really, really like it, and I really recommend that people watch it.
Well, and since people in the chat are already talking about what characters they can identify with, my character at Wander Over Yonder is this one.
The sandwich?
Yes.
But what's your argument, Lux?
Oh, hi, yeah, I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, but what's your argument? Should there not be happy shows?
My argument for wholesome characters in how like people kind of see them is you kind of have to. It kind of depends on what kind of characters they are. Like SpongeBob, he's not wholesome because he's happy all the time. He's wholesome because he's an annoying shit. So the way you portray wholesome characters is. It needs to be cleverly written in order for you to connect with them. That's why people connect with Squidward all the time, is because a lot of people who do watch SpongeBob and who grew up with SpongeBob are depressed and they have shitty lives. So they can sympathize with Squidward. Life sucks. Squidward gets it, you know? But shows like Wander Over Yonder, they kind of have a Disney vibe to it. They have a vibe that's, you know, everything can be sunshine and rainbows so long as, you know, you make yourself out to be like that. I remember there was this one video of the voice actor for Wander Over Yonder, or no, for Wander, not the show, for Wander, where he said, you want to know the secret as to why I'm happy? It's because I lie to myself. You know, every day, I tell myself it's going to be okay, but I'm lying, you know?
I know that meme. However, I don't know. I think that there's something that we can take from having a positive disposition and how that can positively affect the world.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Wander Over Yonder. You have all the right points to it. It's a happy show, and it's a good show. It's a cleverly written show. It's a show that everyone can laugh and smile to. That's kind of sort of one of the reasons why media like this exists, is so movies and shows can bring happiness into people's lives. Wander Over Yonder does a really good job of it.
Yeah, I just wish there were more shows that can bring happiness into people's lives.
We also have no Hilda. But yeah, what
Please,
else do
season
we
2
have?
come up. Yeah, see, that's the point.
What
That's
else
really
do
the
we have?
point. It's like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Even the shows that people like that are like, and I'm not saying that shows that don't have depressing topics can't be something that brings you joy. I mean, Agretsuko does that, but like, but I'm just saying that it's becoming a rarer and rarer type of show, or at least a type of show that gets airplay and gets talked about.
I just want to say there are probably plenty of this kind of shows out there, but they often enough are simply not good. I mean, or not. They maybe might be more catering to children, so that it is harder for a more mature audience like us to also look at and be like, ha, wholesome. Then many shows are, especially also cartoons, I'm looking through Netflix right now, are also, even if they have a positive tone, are often at least have action elements in it, which, once again, is positive but not really wholesome. I mean, when you beat the bad guys and Oh, okay.
Flufflepuff?
Fluff.
Yeah. The Pony
Show is one of them. Yep.
Yeah.
Is it still? Is it still?
Is it?
For the first 1-2 seasons, I would agree with this very directly. Nowadays, it has become a very complex world, and I would not argue that it's really truly wholesome anymore in this simplistic way. But that's up
that
for
is
debate.
also that's also because shows have to adapt to the generation now. You know, they have to adapt to the audience that watched them 6 or 7 years ago. You know, they still have the brony audience to please, and therefore they need to come up with more relatable writing instead of just wholesome stuff.
Watch We Bear Bears.
The show itself.
That show's wholesome. We Bear Bears is wholesome.
It's
just a show about 3 bear brothers that love each other, that can talk, are kind of socially awkward.
Isn't there some kind of sad backstory? I have not seen it.
No, but here's the thing that yes, they have kind of the sad backstory of when they were cubs, they couldn't get adopted, but they came out fine. They live on their own with each other, and they are some of the nicest people that you will meet. I mean, the theme song is like, "We'll be there with a grin and a smile." Like, it's just like, that's the depressing element that brings a positive element that I think we need, is that you can go through some bad shit and still be a good person and can still be a happy person. That's not impossible. I think we're in a generation that is kind of like, oh, you're depressed, that's okay, just stay depressed. No, you got to try to move past it and improve yourself, kind of coddling the thing of, no, just stay in your depressed bubble because you're depressed, is such a destructive Tumblr mindset, and I'm tired of it. And media kind of presents it that way too.
Amen.
Anyways.
Loud House, good point.
Oh yeah, Loud House. Though the depressing stuff about that is the production. But yeah, so
Luximus,
what about Lux, your media?
What is your media? Because you also did not share with the class up front.
I actually have something for this.
Yeah.
Share link.
I know.
Plot
twist. I'm currently working on a picture. I gotta find it. It's buried somewhere in Discord.
Is it the D&D thing?
It is, yes. But it's got colors in it now. And
ooh,
I like colors.
This is show and tell day. Hooray.
Yeah, if Discord will start working. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I don't think
you didn't watch anything.
Well, okay, wait, no. Yeah. Well, I thought that was just sharing media.
Well, you can share anything media related that you can talk about.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm in the process of watching Doctor Who.
Oh,
That's why I was so excited about all the Dalek and the freaking the robe and everything.
How far are you caught up?
I'm in the Matt Smith era right now.
Lucky girl.
I just got done with what was it? It was the one where Amy grew old.
Okay.
And Rory had to choose between either old Amy or current Amy to take along with them. I just got done with that. That's how far I'm into it right now.
Okay.
Mhm.
So.
Hey, look, it's Horse
there he
Doctor.
is. There he is.
What did this is not how you pronounce Best Doctor, but please. But this is the first time for you to go into Doctor Who, or have you?
This is my first time. Well, okay.
And you're
started,
binging it right now.
Sorry, I'm binging it right. Well, okay. It is my first time going into Doctor Who, but I started with the 10th Doctor, David, and I believe David is the best Doctor for it. Matt Smith does a pretty good job with the Doctor.
You skipped Eccleston?
How dare you skip Best Doctor?
I found David more hot than him. Okay.
Oh.
That's such a shallow reason.
But still, I mean, for her, it's the problem with the shallowness. For me, it's my OCD that's triggered. How can you not watch from the beginning? Says the one who did not watch the classic Doctor Who. Still, are we
because fuck you, okay?
No, but how can you properly hate Rose when you have not seen the Eccleston era?
Oh, I don't like, she did fine for a while, but then, when she made her exit, it was just kind of, it wasn't,
Sucks.
yeah.
We can
In fact,
agree on that.
my favorite companion so far. I think, not, well, no, I can't say that. I was gonna say I have the most respect for Martha, but she had one line that really ticked me off about her.
Okay.
And that is?
What is the respect?
She said, well, the respecting part is that she was able to step down from being a companion into something better, into actually,
being
working.
A doctor.
Yeah, being a doctor and everything. Right. But, the one line that really made me mad at her.
Respect-destroying line that can everything destroy? Please, go.
So it was during the episode where David had to go human for a while. And she said, the line was, he fell in love with a human and it wasn't me.
Ooh, that sounds petty.
I got pissed at that because, yes, the companions kind of, do fall for the Doctor every now and then, but that's such a selfish line.
Except for one of the best companions, what was her name? Jo? No, the Oi one.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oi one? Oh, Donna.
Donna was fantastic. Because
Donna
she
was pretty good.
Because she was really just his best friend. And no romantic, they were just a great team all the way. But sorry, you were going.
Donna was pretty good, yeah.
You people are denying the best companion.
Oh yeah, the best companion was Humpty Dumpty. I forgot his real name.
Oh, no. The best companion is Miss Sarah Jane. She is the longest running companion.
She, once again, she's from classic Doctor Who, so I am
No,
not
she was
qualified.
also she also appeared in Modern Doctor Who.
I know, she had a bitch
She
off with Rose.
appeared in Modern Doctor Who for one episode.
Yes, and she's still amazing. And she owns K9, and she had her own show.
No, I take that back. K9 is the best companion.
Okay, yeah,
K9 is the best companion.
The robot dog is the best companion.
Robot dog is best companion. Anyway, there's the picture. I think I sent it.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
What's with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
That's Solar's character. You don't diss the turtle.
And why have you put your own own IP in there?
That's her own. That's her. She made Alistair into a D&D character.
Yeah, because I'm completely original like that, guys. Obviously. Yeah.
And that baby dragon with the mace. That's Kichi's character, right?
It looks like her. Yeah, this is her. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll go down the list. Okay, from left to right. There's Robin, who's a human ranger that's played by Emerald Comet. The Don is the Ninja Turtle. He's a monk, and he's played by Solar. There's Alistair in the back. He's a warlock. He's in the D&D universe. He's an Asimar, and he's played by me. Then Kichi's character is the dragon. Her name is Meg, and she's a cleric, I think is what it is. Yeah, she's a cleric. And then Alex, but it's not spelled with an X, it's spelled with a KS. Alex, and that's played by Pancake Silver. And it's a werewolf, rogue?
It's a doggo rogue.
Rogue, I think it's a rogue. Yeah,
it's a feral Robin Hood.
And then in the back is Varan, who's a changeling wizard, sorcerer, something like that.
Magic
and that's played
thing.
by magic guy. Yeah, he's played by Chuggle. And then there's Clyde, who's a dwarf, and a bard. No.
Warrior.
Barbarian. Might be a
okay.
barbarian. And he's played by Irish John.
I find your severe lack of
Solar, please correct me in the chat. Yeah.
I find your severe lack of bards in this campaign disturbing.
What do you mean?
I only play bards when I do D&D stuff, so I'm just like, there has to be a bard in every campaign.
This was probably British Ninja's demand, like, no bards, no bards. I mean, I know all those memes on Tumblr where it is like
the bards are the chaotic, crazy ones.
When the DM goes like the players go like and then when the bard goes the DM goes like
Oh yeah, I could say this. We've been doing a D&D campaign with Josh Scorcher, and I think I've pissed off Josh so many times because I am the best and worst bard. I am a bard that double wields flame swords, and his basic abilities that I always use are the ones that basically cause giant sound waves that everyone in the team have to use Constitution saves for, or else everyone gets hurt or gets traumatized.
I guess I have to put the link in the description now.
Yeah, but
this campaign that I'm in, this is the first time I've played D&D.
Are you having fun?
Well, I'm playing a warlock, so I'm having about as much fun as I can get with this.
But how will you feel now to prepare you for the worst? What will happen when your baby, when your IP, your OC, Alistair, dies in this campaign?
Oh, he's already dead.
Wait, did you already have to re-roll a different character?
No. He got eaten by a giant pumpkin.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this earlier. You actually mentioned this earlier.
Wait, okay, I don't have a doubt that he's not dead. Like, obviously British is gonna, bring him back somehow, but, he's dead at the moment.
Alistair's gonna come into a bar that they're all in, covered in pumpkin seeds and gunk, and be like, I made the world's biggest jack-o'-lantern.
He's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes!
But was that all your medias you'd like to talk about, Miss Lux?
Is it?
I mean, one question about your D&D campaign. It's completely a private campaign, or is there actually some recordings of it?
It's private for now, but I've been drawing things, and people are like, if Lux is gonna draw stuff, we might as well just record it just to make like animatics and everything.
So,
cool.
So everybody, go to @BritishNinja or whatever his Twitter is, and tweet at him like he has to record his campaign. So he also has to record both. So
the reason why he can't stream it is because his internet is shit. So we're trying to band together and record like our own versions or something. We don't have all the details planned out, but we're thinking about it.
I can confirm his internet is shit. Try playing HOTS with him.
Yeah.
Or somebody else in the group needs to stream who has good internet.
Yeah.
Anyways, this leaves my media, doesn't it? Oh, okay, my media.
Is this a thing that I think it is? Because I want to avoid spoilers and go into the game blind.
You probably want to avoid spoilers because I already saw you complaining about it. But then again,
yes, because I don't want to see what the game looks like yet.
I only have one picture. No, okay,
fine.
but
I want to see it.
If you don't want to go spoilers, then take off them headphones and I don't know. Do I have to do the spoiler image? So I oof. Yes. So I got
I've already seen this picture. God damn it.
I mean, the good news is I cannot spoil a lot because I only had like 4 hours of play of it. It's Fallout 76.
That's a short amount of time.
For this kind of game, 4 hours is nothing.
Or a beta.
It's Fallout, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, they are going, I believe they are a week or so from official release date away, so this beta was really just probably server tests and this kind of stuff. It's not like they actually want to get a lot of feedback about actual, it's polishing state.
Alright.
But then again, I don't know, maybe they add a lot of shit in the actual game. But yeah, I got, because I know somebody in the form of Denim Ninja who is insane enough to pre-order the game. And then people who had pre-ordered it got some beta codes to give out.
Make
to
it
friends.
rain.
Yeah. So yeah, I got one of them beta codes, but due to the fact that Bethesda is America based and I have I need sleep and stuff like this, so I only could play for 4 hours, and this was already playing until midnight on one day. But I still want to share my first impressions. Even so, I also want to point to a video by Cotherix, who he made a vlog about it and touched on some points that are pretty good about it. One thing to know about it is, why it angers a lot of people is that it's not very Fallout. I mean, it takes place in the world of Fallout, and you have the usual monsters and weapons and whatnot, and you start in a vault, and everything is very Fallout-y, but gameplay-wise, it's very much very far away from it. It's more like the DayZs, and so it's a survival game. You have to eat on a regular basis. You have to drink on a regular basis. You have to build shit. You have to gather. Scavenging plays a great part, and not quests. Quests are barely... What's going on now?
No, just you have to build things. You have to make sure you eat and sleep.
It's real life.
This is just Minecraft with a lot of pretty bloom filters.
Oh, the game is so immersive.
I know, right? No, but here's the thing. Fallout as a franchise so far was... I believe there was one RTS somewhere at some point in there. But for the vast majority, Fallout was about roleplay, getting out there, meeting MVPs, talking with people, dialogue trees, decisions that matter, interacting, questing, blah, blah, blah. Here it is really like this is one thing that a lot of people say, there are no NPCs. You have a few robots that are mostly vendors, so you can sell stuff to them, and that's it. No NPCs, but you play with other players, which is first time for Fallout. So you all start out in the world, you all start running out there in the wasteland, gathering stuff, finding small quests to do. Often enough, you find a lot of corpses that still end up giving you quests by having little notes or radio plays or whatnot, which point you somewhere to do something and let you know where cool stuff is. It's a nice world, it's immersive, but something I'm literally not sure, so this is not negative, this is literally, I have no fucking clue how it goes. How this game can hold up in the long run for a player. I mean, I had a good time, I was running around with a friend in it, so this already helped when you can be like, hey, come over here, I found something, look at this, and then you can actually run over there and look at it. And there's also an in-game thing where when you talk, by default it's switched on, when you talk, your character talks. So other people around you can actually hear and interact with you directly. So this is also something where you can, even with strangers, have this experience of running around and having survival and stuff.
Yeah, but there's still a thing about it, and I don't have a problem with Fallout changing genres. I mean, they basically did that when they changed their isometric style,
yeah.
So the best style to their first-person style. I'm a classic Fallout person, so sue me. But you're gonna sue me?
Yeah, I don't know. You're American, so you are suable.
Oh. Fair.
So it's like VR chat and Minecraft put together.
There's a thing here. It's the lack of quests that seem disconcerting, because when you think of giant multiplayer games where you're playing with strangers and stuff, and you have this group setting, there's usually stuff that you're implemented to do that you can do player with player.
Maybe I did a suboptimal representation. So, for example, you start out and the first thing you find is the camp of the overseer, who left the who left a note for you and only you, and totally not every single player out there. And you can follow her footsteps all the way. Then there is some first village where you have this kind of half tutorial, half establishing the world thing, where you get to now hunt this animal and learn how to cook it. And
so it's Rust.
Probably more than Minecraft, because you do not do a lot of building. It's more, you still gather weapons and stuff and constructing, but you don't build. I mean, I believe I have been told, I haven't seen it, that the building mechanic from Fallout 4, where you can actually build stuff, is also somewhere in there, maybe. But once again, I only played for 4 hours, so
I'm kind of, I don't know. I've been worried about this game only because maybe it's because the details are scant, but also from what I've heard, because I can't avoid spoilers, it just seems like they took a Fallout server and made it a sandbox game. And I don't know how the Fallout's so lore filled and everything. It sounds really wrong.
Find lore. You are in the form of messages and stuff. You are. This is like 25 years after the war. You are you're among the first people leaving the vault period. You are the builder people, so you are basically making the lore. But,
so LARPing in real life, yay!
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, so far I had a good experience. I'm not sold on it yet, so which is something, I also don't own a copy for real, so I will, unless my beta code I got gets turned into a copy, then I might go back there again. I doubt it as well.
I doubt it, but hey, we'll see, and we'll see what day one patch notes are going to probably have to be put on it, because this is a modern game.
Oh yeah, this was also the thing that Kotharic said in his video, because the key points he brought up was think of it less as a Fallout game and more of a survival game with a Fallout skin. Because, the classic Fallout lore-heavy, dialogue-heavy, NPC character interaction-heavy, this is not there. It's more focused on survival. A second thing is that they have there is PvP, but it's, how did he had a term for it, like, they found this kind of middle ground. It's when you attack another player, it barely does any damage until he shoots back, and then it's like even playing field. Which has the thing, if you can do full damage from the beginning, then you will have 2 or 3 assholes just what is it called? Spawn camping and just killing everybody and literally killing the community of the game. They avoided this by making it low PvP, but they still include it so people who want to beat each other up can do it. So I would say this is actually very, unlike, I believe DayZ was it DayZ, one of those zombie survival games where it was an actual problem that you could barely take 10 steps after spawning and you got murdered. Because you had those assholes and then you needed to group together to literally survive the other players and not the zombies.
Yeah. One, Quill, you have the full right to get weight shamed.
What?
You're talking to a weightlifter right here.
Yeah.
She's right here. So.
Yeah. So, and Lux is our guest. She's allowed to bully people.
Yeah. Fear me, mortals.
Fear me, mortals, I am being...
Should I bring up that I deadlift 90 kilogram? Is he now shamed enough?
Which
is actually not a lot.
Better than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good amount, so...
Yeah. I'm not sure what this is in pounds.
You said... 90 kilos. It's heavier than me.
It's more or less 200 pounds.
Yeah, heavier than me. But so I'm like, yeah. So, well, are you planning to buy Fallout 76 when it comes out? Or are you gonna wait till you hear other people's opinions?
Well, as I said, I am not sold on it, so I would probably not get it for $60 entry price. Probably if somebody talks me into it, I might get. I mean, I have been talked into too many games by people like Yuri and so who were like, "Dude, it's awesome, get it." Fine, bye. Not sure if I'm. So I have no. Currently, I have no plans of buying this game. Should my beta code on launch, or maybe a few months later when they get desperate and want to get people into the server turn into a real game, I will probably play it a little bit more just to see where it goes. Right now, I literally cannot tell. It was a good for the short time I played it. I had a good experience. Once again, disclaimer: I played it with a friend, which obviously automatically makes the experience very much. But
if you're a lonely person.
I mean, you still have other players around you, so you have the option to play it with others. If you just want to single player it completely, you still have a world to explore. So, I guess you can also get an enjoyment out of it, but I dare to say that, yeah, the interaction with other players is something that... I mean, this is the main difference between this game and any previous Fallout game, so you might as well just interact with those other players, and if you don't like this, go back to Fallout 4. I mean, it looks pretty similar, so I assume they're using the Fallout 4 engine for this one. But yeah, I had a good time. I didn't spot enough negative stuff to be like, trash game, don't play. No, was okay, was cool. I mean,
You're just not sold.
Yeah, we had we had a quest where we needed to clean out an area, and one of the enemies had spawned underground. So we literally could not finish the quest because this fucking enemy was underground. This was kind of frustrating.
That's fun.
Yeah. Denim was already like, yeah. When they sent me the survey afterwards, I will be like, yeah, there was an issue.
Yeah, but we've gone pretty long here, so
yes,
let's get to question time. It's the Q&A. You'll see Fallout 76 when it comes out in 4 days, and probably some kind of memes will be made of it, so there we go. So we don't have as many questions as usual because...
We have a few on Twitter. Have you checked Twitter?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying we don't have as many as we usually do because our resident Enigma Prince is going on a sabbatical of awkward questions for the month of November.
Absolutely fine because he did
what? Me?
No, but we have three.
We have a person who asks like 20 questions all the time. So.
Oh, okay.
Each week, and he had a little bit of a question burnout, which is more than understandable given that he gives us like 2 or 3 questions each week, and we can barely even cover all. But yeah, we have 3 on Twitter at least.
Yeah, we have one from
At least that's a start.
Yeah, but we also have a lot on ANY's Discord, which you can join if you're watching on Twitch down below. And I also follow the dabbing ferret.
Yeah, and I believe I also have it linked by now in my description on YouTube. If not, well, go back to Twitter because my Twitch is linked in YouTube. I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but, so from Jammy Jamser.
Oh yes.
Would you rather be cursed to always be horribly late to things, or be cursed to always make a joking comment that comes across as horribly racist, sexist, or some kind of offensive? I do that every day.
I just wanted to say I already have the second curse, so... but would I rather be late all the time?
I don't know, because there's going to be certain situations in life where you're not going to get forgiven for that. Like...
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's not horribly late. It's fashionably late.
No. The curse is specifically horribly late, so it's beyond fashionably late.
Now, here's the thing.
I'll still show up fashionably.
Well,
late,
here's my thing. I'm a traveler. I go on planes a lot. And I spend a good amount of money on these plane tickets. If I had the curse to always be horribly late, it's a lot of wasted money.
Yeah.
That, or you could just not be funny. Like, just not say a joke.
I mean, I'm not funny already, Lux, so I'm not gonna lose anything there.
But yeah, I have the feeling that I already come across as horribly racist, sexist, whatnot, and I like punctuality, so I probably will settle with the second one as well, like staying punctual, but being obsessively cringy in my humor. But yeah, what about you, Lux?
Yeah.
You sound like you would take the lateness over the bad jokes.
Well, if I'm gonna be late, horribly late sounds like not showing up at all. You know.
I just
like
realized.
2 hours late
I just realized how far your stretch for fashionably late goes. If horribly late implies not a showing up at all.
Jesus. Okay, I would go. I think I would do the joking one because there are a bunch of comedians out there that are successful that do racist and sexist jokes. You know. And they're still successful in the way they are. That's not to say that I want to be a comedian, but you know, there's.
No, you
can either do that or not be funny. You know, like yeah.
Well, looks like we have. Because when I read this question earlier, and I was like, hey, for once, Jemmy asked a question that maybe has not an obviously superior answer. But yeah, we came all three to the same conclusion after all. So.
Yeah, but moving on to a Discord question, then we'll go back to a Twitter question.
Sounds fair.
Charlie asks, "What's the last song you heard for a short amount of time, like 10 seconds, but it made you think about it for an entire day?" So, what has been your most recent earworm?
Oh, this is a hard one because there's a lot.
Yeah, well, you pick one of them. Mine is very embarrassing.
Oh, I got it.
What was it?
Uh-huh. The fucking TikTok stuff.
that doesn't narrow it down. They use a lot of things in TikTok.
No, literally in my head all day. It's just hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss you. And it's been in my head at work for so goddamn long, and it annoys the hell out of me.
Of course, the thing that's stuck in your head is the thing for cringy memes.
It just gets in your head.
But Lux, why do good girls like bad guys? Haven't you been wondering it for a really long time?
Hey, I already have a bad boy, okay? So shut up. He respects women, okay?
Okay. Well, that was your earworm. I don't want to say my earworm. Mine is embarrassing.
I cannot. I know that just the other day I had something where I was probably in the subway, walking through the subway station or something, and I recall like humming something to myself, and I was like, "Oh no! I am not doing that right now." I cannot remember what it was.
What do you remember the genre of music? Like, was it a funky song, a rock song, a punk song?
No, it was something embarrassing, so it was not rock or punk because
Was it Walking on Sunshine again?
Was it a DA Games song?
No, both not. What was it? It was something. What was the genre? Folk?
Was it something?
Folk maybe?
Was it Country Roads because you played Fallout 76?
No, it wasn't. Also not that. It will probably recall it the moment the post show ends or the post show starts, but then I could still answer it to at least the live audience.
But
you're gonna be fashionably late to
answer
this.
But I recall like walking down the street, but I didn't hear it for 10 seconds. It just popped up because I was thinking about me walking. So it was something like walking down the street. Maybe it was this song. But yeah, like literally going through the subway, like walking down. No, I'm not doing this now.
Mine are. I have two.
You have two.
And both of. And
you can only have one.
No, I'm going to say two because I'm a host of this show. I have rights. One of them is just saying, I'm not sure I like this movie, but I saw the Teen Titans Go movie recently. Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's surprisingly average for the show that its source material is. But there's a song in the movie because there's a lot of musical numbers in it, mm-hmm. and it's Robin singing about him having his own superhero movie, and the singer that they got to be the singer for Robin sounds like Caleb Hyles. It's not, but it sounds like it, and it just has it's hook where it's like, my movie, my superhero movie. Yeah, it's all about me. Yeah, it's all about me. I've had that hook. I haven't even had the whole song stuck in my head. It's just that part has been replaying in my head for 3 days. So I'm like,
Keyframe wants her own movie.
Yeah, of course I do. But it's like I'll be in the shower or something, and I'm washing my hair, and I'm like, my movie, my superhero.
You poor unfortunate soul.
But like the other song, I don't know if it's much better simply because of the lyrics. The other song that's been stuck in my head for 2 weeks is "Fat Bottom Girls" by Queen. So it's just like.
That's a good song to have in your head.
It's a good song, but not for 2 weeks. Not for 2 weeks of just lying back in bed and just relaxing, and then, you're gonna take me home tonight. It's like, and now every time we're in the car, I make Brett play that song because I'm like, if I have to suffer with this in my head, we're gonna suffer this externally. But
I keep making people at work suffer from singing Christmas music.
That's not suffering.
It is though, because everybody's like, but Thanksgiving, and I said, but Christmas.
The Keyframe movie. What even a movie about me would be about? It would just be 90 minutes of someone sitting at a table making the movie.
What are even Thanksgiving songs?
There is no thing. The only Thanksgiving song that's actually technically Thanksgiving song is Jingle Bells, because that's actually about going to your grandmother's house for Thanksgiving.
Huh. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas song.
Mind blown.
But people made it a Christmas song.
But yeah.
But yeah, so that was the earworm. Back to Twitter.
Yeah.
Wolfhead asks, "Hey Lux, what do you have the most fun drawing?"
My boy, Alistair, of course. One does not simply not enjoy drawing a bean, okay?
That's true. I have fun drawing my OCs all the time. So.
I don't particularly have fun drawing ponies anymore, just because I feel like, this is just being in the pony fandom itself. Well, no, being in the pony fandom itself, it's like a kiddie pool at this point. It's a starting ground. It's not something I don't really want to be doing for a very long time. I want to expand and I want to add to my portfolio somehow. And Alistair's just one of those characters that has a unique style to him and a unique design that I just can't help but love, That's why he's my main character, so.
Yeah.
So, Keyframe, let me guess, what is your favorite thing to draw? Might it also be one of your OCs?
Thing is, it's probably tied. I like drawing Theo and Abby a lot. Abby is easier to draw, but Theo is more satisfying to finish a drawing of. But Abby's easier because she's literally, you can break her down to a few curves and it's still identifiable.
Quick looks. Throw Melody into the race.
What? The even smaller bean? The small bean and the tall bean?
The small bean, she's pretty cute. She's pretty damn cute. For being a mute cutie. For being a mute character, she is pretty cute.
Yeah, but I do enjoy drawing my friends, because a hobby that I have that I don't post a lot of these comics is I tend to draw comics of like myself and this guy down here, a lot of just funny interactions that we've had over the years, and I just draw. I will just, if I'm bored at night or something, I'll doodle a comic and then send it to him on Skype being like,
yes, beans.
Hey.
Anyway.
Yeah, but no, I'll just draw comics and then I'll send it to him, and the responses are, ha, some kind of snide comment, or, oh, I remember this.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's you. So it's either self-serving OCs or self-serving drawing myself. But yeah.
Yeah, and I don't enjoy drawing. I try it again and again, but I cannot find enjoyment.
Come on, and why you gotta be one of us?
Yeah, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep trying.
But maybe
that furry art won't draw itself.
Very true. But maybe to jump to a very similar question by Solar Flare, Lux, when did you start drawing? And I would also be like, hey, let's
expand it
to everybody.
Okay.
But because I'm not sure when I exactly started, but I know that I have drawings from back in the 90s. So
back in the 90s, I drew a bunch of weird OCs.
Oh yes.
In the 90s.
pretty much. But I recall this was later. I recall that in the 6th grade or maybe 7th grade, I actually drew an entire Star Wars parody comic. So
you put that much effort into something?
I still have it. I still have it. It's in a folder in the other room.
We need to get a scanner, and we need to get a whole voice cast, and we need to put that on your channel.
Also, it's full of inside jokes. All the characters are basically other characters from the boarding school I was at. So
I'm gonna steal it and commission a bunch of people to redraw it.
I mean, I was obviously Max Skywalker.
Oh, Skywalker!
I was Max Skywalker. My buddy Enno was Enno Solo.
Lux, when did you start drawing? When did you
I'm
start
trying
drawing?
to figure out. Well, I guess I've been drawing like all my life, I guess. Like I started when I was
you came out of the womb.
But like I didn't start professionally drawing until 6th or 7th grade, which was like 8 years ago, I think. And that was when I decided that I was going to be an artist and everything. I didn't really decide that I was going to be an animator until high school year. Where mom finally got me like a program mom finally got me Flash and Photoshop, which is great because, hey, that's where I learned by myself to animate. There were no high school classes that taught me how to animate or anything. I just had to learn it by myself.
So I went furthest back on your DeviantArt, and the oldest thing I can find is from 2013, but I'm not sure if I really should show Sonic art by Luximus on this show.
No,
Let's
show
not.
Sonic art. Hang on, wait. Hang on, I need to find. What are you looking at? Let me see this.
So I went to your gallery, clicked all, and went to the last page. And the very first upload.
I'm going to make the caveat right here that if I'm talking about when I started artwwork, we are not looking at my oldest pieces.
If I'm gonna go look at my old art, I'm gonna cringe. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's actually
finding my Sonic era.
It actually has very clear line work already. It actually looks very on.
That was
design.
actually done in Illustrator. Because I didn't have a mouse. I didn't have a pen pad at that point. I just drew it with a mouse.
I mean,
thank God! I deleted a lot of my old cringy artwork. Hooray!
But yeah, except for the fact that it's Sonic, it actually looks solid. So. And it's from 5 years ago, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I had more.
Oh, you're looking at that. You're looking at the
what's gonna work.
Picture,
no,
right?
I'm looking at what's gonna work.
What's
gonna work?
Where is
let me link it in the Skype.
Yeah, no, don't show it on the screen. It's gonna work.
What? Why is it not previewing? Did you mark
Oh
it?
wait, no, I know what you're talking about. That's OC art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's obviously
okay.
Sonic.
No, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. No.
What's going on in this picture?
It's gonna work. What's gonna work? That's
Why is there a tire coming out of her back? Oh, it's her tail.
No, it's a fucking...
Sorry, I'm not well versed in Sonic. It took me a minute to remember that they can fly with their tails.
Yeah, it's my furry art, guys. It's furry art.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got like a whole... I'm sure I can find something older than that. Hang on.
Yeah, no.
I also see other solid. Victor is solid furry stuff. A fox pirate dude.
Fox pirate.
I don't know.
Oh, Victor. Yeah, that's from True Tale.
I take your word for it. But yeah, Keyframe, you're...
See, the thing is, at least when you go back to the oldest things in my repertoire, because I have shame. It's mostly some of my first like traditional paintings and photography and stuff. So, thank God. But No, I started drawing. I started drawing when I was like in preschool. Like I drawing fascinated me at a very young age, and but the thing was, and even though I would be very, 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 very into art, I always was also into science, and it took me until I think 8th grade to 7th or 8th grade to be like, no, I want to just be strictly art. I don't want to do any other science stuff. Because I used to want to be like an astronomer, a meteorologist. I had like such a huge interest in biology and chemistry and all that stuff. But I started drawing professionally around 7th, 8th grade. And then, now I am where I am at now after... maybe a little over 10 years of work. So it's great. And I can't look at my old paintings without cringing, because I did a lot of still life and plant stuff, and I just don't get my methods when I was painting them, because my method was just doing like kind of pointillism, but shittily, of just tapping it, because I really liked the texture it looked like, even though it looks nothing like a plant. It looks like the plant's made of felt, and it's but yeah, so there we go.
You can go and show that.
But this is also from 2013. This is
that's about as far as I can go.
Yeah. This is barely older than the other one.
It's still
that is a giant butt mark.
At least it's pony, so the chat's gonna love it.
This is making it. This show is pony neutral, so this is actually making it worse.
Well, it's the first drawing of my pony.
I guess we can make an exception.
Yeah.
There you go.
But so next question.
There you go. There's old art.
From Denim. Do you have a lucky number, or even a number that seems to be following you through your life? I don't believe in
69, dude.
Oh my.
Nice. Now, I guess like the numbers 12, 1, and 19.
In that order?
No, well, actually, yes. 12 is my birthday number, and I've noticed that a lot of big events in my life, very important ones, whether they be good or bad, happen on a 12th. 1 is simply I like the number 1 because I'm number 1.
We are number 1.
We are number 1. But also, I think the best people have the number 1 somewhere in their lives.
All those people born in the 19 somethings, but all those millennials born in the 2000s, fuck them.
Or the people born on the 1st.
Yeah, exactly.
And then 19 was my dad's birthday number. So I always, if I ever did anything and I had to, like, if I ever did anything that was luck-based, my dad always put in my birthday and I always put in his birthday. So that's just a sentimental thing. So I always put in the number 19 when I do something. So those are my numbers. Yeah.
72 seems to be following me around. The number 72.
Huh.
I don't know why. It's just the first number that comes to my head whenever I think of stuff.
That's actually an interesting one. I mean,
that sounds like isn't that Lightning McQueen's number in the movie Cars?
I don't know.
Why do I know this?
Why do you know that?
I now need to fact check to see if I was actually right. Lightning.
I bet. I don't doubt that you're wrong or right.
Wait, is it images? No, he's 95. Okay, I'm glad I was wrong. I don't need to be like, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of the movie Cars.
Why though?
Yeah.
Why though? Like, why Cars?
I don't
what?
know.
What have you been watching, Keyframe?
This is actually an interesting question. What is worse, having an encyclopedic knowledge of the movie Cars, or thinking of the movie Cars whenever any topic comes up?
Anyway, what's your number, Max?
I don't have any. I mean, I have. I feel like the number 7, but that's also a thing where, which is part of human psychology. It's something that mind readers use, like think of a number between 1 and 10, and 90% of all people pick 7 for some reason. It's just a human thing. So me being like, hey, 7 is a cool number is pretty, well, unimaginative in the very sense of the word, because it's the number that most people default to. Which once again proves I have zero creativity.
You are a very practical person, and that's why you're number 1.
Not really. No.
I mean, you're literally number 1.
We are number 1.
Of the year, think about it. Of the year that you were born, you were one of the first babies born in the month of September, because you were literally born on the 1st of September.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I still like to imagine myself as a Christmas child.
Is that when you were conceived?
Hey, that's a fun game. Think 9 months back, or if you want to be lazy, 3 months into the future to figure out your conception date. That's far more significant than your birth date, if you think about it. I mean, here's, for example, there's a fun thing where a lot of kids have their birthday in Western Germany, like Western. A lot of kids who have their birthday around November. Those have been conceived in drunken carnival festivities.
I'm kind of worried about about mine, because like the thing is, I was born late. I was supposed to be born on Valentine's Day. So either you could say that they got the prediction wrong, and I was conceived in June, so I was a summer baby, or
them hot summer loving.
I was conceived in May, which is my mom's birthday month, so I could have been the
happy birthday, honey.
Happy birthday! I give you child. Oh no, I don't want it.
You placed this image in your own head.
You started by putting up the idea of figuring out when you were conceived.
But it's an interesting thought experiment.
I merely watered them.
In the summertime when the weather is hot.
Wait, Lux, when's your birthday?
March. So they had fun in the summer, yeah.
Yay, you're a summer loving baby. I'm possibly birthday sex, and Max was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
You were the present of the only son.
Mm-hmm.
You are the Christian.
That's true. That's true. Don't.
It'd be terrible to have your birthday on Christmas. You just cancel out the birthday gifts.
Joey's girlfriend Tanya, birthday is on Christmas, and that's great.
Oh, the poor unfortunate.
So we have one last question from Kennel. You wake up on an island with a crate next to you, and the crate is big enough to hold 10 items for survival and 5 for leisure. What would those 15 items be? And you get one person there with you. Items can't be radio, computer, or
Okay.
I can't have an item for leisure that's a computer.
Maybe it's a not internet capable computer, so one from the 90s. So you can still play Command and Conquer and Simon the Sorcerer and stuff like this.
Where are you gonna plug it in?
In the palm tree?
Max, I don't know what tropical islands you've been to, but there's no electrical outlets inside of palm trees.
So the entire idea of bringing a computer, or forbidding to bring a computer, was silly to begin with.
I mean, the idea is that you could probably bring a generator, and then you could plug it in. I expected you to at least be that level of clever.
But yeah,
or an Ethernet cable.
But yeah, we have 15 items. I would say it would take forever if everybody of us comes up with.
Yeah, so let's
15.
come up with our own loot box. Let's make our own loot crate.
Yeah, but between the one loot crate between the 3 of us, so we basically go around, can place one item in there. Okay, I start out with the obligatory sun cream. We are on an island in the ocean. I would say sun cream first.
We're
item.
all pale boys, so
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So sun cream, Lux. Next item. First item.
A hatchet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for 1, making fires, 2, cutting wood, 3, a weapon.
Multi-use.
Multi-use, yeah, a hatchet.
Okay. My item, a bottle of sriracha.
Perfect.
Okay, you.
Seasoning.
Next, go.
Go. For the fact that, for example, in the water there are sharks, and we get away from them, we defeat the sharks and can outrun them, or there are people living on the island, and we can also like show them off our modern sun cream and the other stuff we have already packed. I obviously need my deal with it glasses.
Okay, yeah, very, very necessary, very necessary.
I mean, they can also double as sunglasses, so
yeah,
this is also
and we
good
can,
on an island.
and if needed, we can use Lux's hatchet and sharpen the ends of it and use them as a shank.
See, wait.
Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
No. Lux, next item.
A blanket, an indestructible blanket.
I
One
like
that's cozy and one that gives us shelter.
Okay. Blue cheese dressing.
Oh.
Why am I the only one coming up with useful items?
Excuse me. If we're gonna be stuck on an island where all we have is fish and coconut, I would want some seasoning so I don't go completely mad.
You're right. Seasoning.
You're right though.
You're right.
Okay.
The problem
Also,
is...
I may not just be trying to find reasons to pull up all the ridiculous items I have on my desk.
The problem is I'm running out of silly ideas, so I'm actually the next one I can remember is actually a constructive idea, a mirror, which is actually one of the #1 items for survival in this kind of situation, because you can use it to signal planes.
You would.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Look at yourself though. You would use it to look at yourself.
Probably, but you can. Yeah. It's actually a mirror is actually one of the most essential survival items. Period. Next to water, we should put water in there. We are on an island. We can distill water.
What's your idea? What's your next one?
We are all forgetting the most important item.
She grinned. She's going the non-serious route.
The most important item. It's a bottle of rum.
Of absolutely.
Course. Not just any bottle. It's a bottle that refills every time.
Obviously, otherwise.
Why are we going by D&D logic here of like a
yes.
Of a
if we can't have cell phones, we can have magical items. Okay.
Obviously.
Sure. Cool. Toothbrush.
I mean, there are not too many sweets on there, but okay, sure, I take it.
Well, look, I want to scrub the taste of fish and possibly monkeys that we kill for food out of my mouth if I want to.
We're on 9 items, by the way.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
you're also taking.
We're counting. Look, I'm just saying. I have a toothbrush at my desk for some reason. I don't brush my teeth at my desk. I just have a toothbrush at my desk. Trust me on that.
Water distillery apparatus. So because island, seawater, not good for drinking, so have a little bit of a distillery thing, so you can actually turn it into drink water.
Yeah, so we're not talking about magic scrolls, Kennel. We're talking about a refillable thing of alcohol. There is a difference.
Yeah,
but
you need the alcohol. That's crucial.
Okay, Lux. What's the 11th item?
Screwdriver. No, kidding. 11th item. What do we even have? Like, what we've got freaking a toothbrush. We've got
seasonings. We have water. We have rum. We have blankets, and we have mirrors and sunglasses and sunblock
and sunglasses, right? And sunblock. Freaking ANY's thinking of all the things that just memes the hell out of us. And Keyframe's just bringing her ordinary, everyday school supplies.
I'm bringing the stuff that I bring when I go on normal vacation.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, okay.
It's getting tricky.
Come on, people. You can come up with something creative. Just look at what you have around your desk and learn how to bullshit. This is what I'm doing.
Soap.
Okay, yes. Soap is a good... Okay, I'm gonna have to explain this one
Oh, boy.
because the first thought people may not think well of me for the what they're probably gonna think for the
I'm
first thought.
already judging you.
My birth control pills.
See, I knew it.
No, let me explain.
Oh, okay, what is the alternative purpose for the instead of the obvious one?
It stops you from getting periods, and thus I won't be fucking bleeding everywhere once every month for a week and a half. And if we're stuck on this island for a long time with 2 girls, thus our flows will be synchronized. The guy here doesn't have to deal with 2 ravenous, angry, hungry
That
girls
just
on her
puts so
period.
many implications into my head. You don't even know. Like,
No, I'm just saying. This is for everyone else's sake. This is
all of a sudden our
horrible.
rescuers come and they see like a puddle of red liquid just on the side of the island.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Now that I've explained it.
I mean, I don't take birth control pills, but okay.
Well, I'm talking about for myself, because my theory
Well, yeah,
is...
I know you won't share, so...
No, yeah, I have a limited supply, okay? Yeah, I ain't sharing.
Alright, fine,
But-
fair enough.
Doctor's office is cheap, only gives you 1 month at a time.
Alright,
they
ANY,
see a lot.
last round, you guys go.
Okay, last round. Okay. Totally not looking for any inspirations around the room. I don't know. Guitar. Because hey, we have our survival mostly covered with the previous 12 items, so now we need
some music.
entertainment.
So we're gonna just have you play Wonderwall over and over
yes.
again?
Ring, ding, digga, digga, ding, ding.
Okay, Lux, what's your final item?
Final item.
Make it count.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's really putting the pressure on me. You said no phones, right?
Yes.
No phones.
Damn it. Okay. I know. I'm also not clearly looking around the room. Just a fan.
Okay.
Fan.
Okay, now, my last item.
The final one.
It's technically a 2-part, but it works because it's an item that goes into this other item. A portable DVD player with
Ooh.
a bunch of porn.
Okay. Yeah. Of course.
Look, we don't have the
That's
access
what the
to
birth control pills are for.
we don't have the access to the internet, and Playboy magazines get boring and crusty after a while. At least with DVDs, you have moving imagery to be stimulated by.
You guys can keep that if you want. I'm gonna take the hatchet and go somewhere else.
I'm just saying, eventually people get bored.
Yeah.
That's what the guitar was for.
Okay, I'm just saying to you, Mr. Man. After being on an island for a long period of time with nothing to do, eventually the stimuli of being in a tropical place will numb. I am certain that there will just be a moment where we're on the island and we're like, oh, Max and the DVD player are gone. So,
Well,
you
we know
can't
what that
deny-
means.
yeah.
I smuggled
Also-
a DVD of The Incredibles in my butt with me.
No, that's 16 items, first of all.
It was not in the crate.
Also, didn't they say that they could bring one person along?
Yeah, well, this was the
This is
bit,
what we
but however, we are just sharing this box, so we've fucked up
also-
this question a lot
So
of times.
we already also have to share the person we all bring with us. Oh,
Well, you two can have each other.
my.
And then we could have Solar, because then he'll just chop down all the trees and make a boat for us.
Yeah, he can be our solar-powered engine.
Oh, okay, Lux, darling, baby child. I have to say, I've heard a lot of puns in my time, a lot of wordplay. But
That was a good one, though, wasn't it? That was a good one.
there's only one word that I could use to describe that.
What?
Awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The meme I've seen on this live stream and talk about random crap. It's time for AWKWARDCast. Random guests and funny gags. It's the AWKWARDCast. Artists and analysis. You do not want to miss the AWKWARDCast.